Today we're going to jump into a quick preview of the demo, like I said earlier, that we're going to cover at Cisco Live. Did I mention Cisco Live? Cisco Live, booth 1741. Come see us. I'm super excited. As part of the lab, we'll walk through a couple of things that our platform's really good at and how you can dynamically change instructions on the fly. We can automate scoring. And if you look closely, you'll see that I've done a couple of tasks here for us. So if you notice here, I've got Cisco CML running. Here's my lab architecture, here's my topology. And if I scroll down here, you can see this is kind of my little welcome intro. If I click on our next button over here, if I can move my little screen out of the way. If I click on our next button over here, you'll see, let me put myself up over here. You'll see that I've got this guided event where I'm just kind of looking at, I've got a guided scenario where I'm just looking at OSPF and I'm looking at trying to modify it or fix it for this environment. I'm learning how to fix it. So I go through and I've done some of the steps here. I can do really cool things like I can click on these hints and I can get a little automated typing for myself. I know that when you're configuring routers and switches, especially at the guided and sort of entry level, it's really good to type those commands in yourself. But as you move along your journey and you're just needing things to get automatically provisioned for you, you can use these type text. We have a powerful scripting engine behind the scenes that can automate stuff on the fly. So when it launches, it sets everything up for you. You can also, capture those disks in state and things like that. Let's scroll down to where I'm checking my network to see if I've done this right. So what it's actually doing is it's interrogating that environment. This one happens to be running a Python script against CML to see if I've got that OSPF neighbor set up correctly. And I have. Really awesome. What's also really awesome is if I've got any questions, I've got prompt-bound AI access, if I'd like it, in my lab instructions, so I can ask questions of this and it keeps me on task. So if I were to ask a question that wasn't OSPF related, it would give me some suggestions and keep me back on task, but still give me that sort of dynamic look and feel of your real world environments where I might use Chat GPT to help me figure something out. If I scroll back up to the top here, you notice I had this drop down and I've got a couple options here. This is a manual way to kind of change the instruction to show you how it happens, but you can automate all of this based on maybe an assessment that the person takes before that changes the level of difficulty of the lab and based on how they performed in that assessment. But right now I've got a couple of scenarios here. I've got sort of a guided, I'm learning. This is more of a challenge-centric, like, hey, you've got to troubleshoot this OSPF challenge. And so what's really cool about this is think about, I've built one environment and now I've got 3 different purposes for it that I can deploy it in. So you can do this sort of one-to-many. And the ROI on that lab building is phenomenal. So this one, I've got to troubleshoot some stuff about the OSPF neighboring. And those pieces I have not done. So if you notice, if I click check network here, it gives me a, hey, you haven't quite done that right. If you notice that message, I can tailor that message to however I want it to be. So if I just wanted to say, try again, I could do something like that. If I wanted it to just give me a red triangle, I can do that. I've chosen to add a little message here. Again, we've got that sort of AI prompting to help me out at the bottom. You can also make these into little button click prompts where you click the button and it kind of gives you the answer. You can also use this feature to help you develop content when you're building your labs as well. I'll scroll back up and I'll show you how you can dynamically break environments. So I've got this chaos environment and it says, oh man, after I did all that work, I've now got an intermittent network failure. And so when I click this button, I open my support ticket that's come in. And what this is doing right now is it's actually breaking the environment. It's taking one of those interfaces and it's screwing it up on me. So I'm going to scroll down here. I've again got my topology in front of me. I've got some constraints. I've got some tool tips in my toolkit down here of different things I can run. I've got a little bit of guidance here if I need it. And then once again, if I wanted to allow someone to use AI, I could do that. If you notice here, again, I haven't done that. What's great is there's an amazing data story behind this. All of this can feed into a data lake, whether it's ours or yours. So please come see us at Cisco Live. Come learn more about our platform and how we can deploy our platform with you, partner with you to make these amazing hands-on lab experiences that are not just for learning, but for troubleshooting, recruiting tools, for hiring. You can do these for performance evaluations, for promotions. The sky's the limit. Please come see us. My name's Corey Gibson. Once again, I'll have a session unlocking the power of hands-on labs for Cisco technologies with Skillable Thursday morning, and we'll be at booth 1741. Thank you so much for your time. I can't wait to see you at Cisco Live.